Of course, I could be wrong, but it appears that the rental e-scooters have had their day in the sun. Or actually, should I say rain, because it's been pouring in complaints of accidents lately, isn't it? So in my opinion, it really is about time. I mean, these little electric speedsters have caused more trouble than, I don't know, a broken condom. And apparently, there were more than 15,000 e-scooters peddling in the streets of Paris. But the people have spoken and they've voted overwhelmingly against these little zippy two-wheelers. Nearly apparently 90% of 103,000 Parisians wanted to kick these little e-scooters to the curb faster than you can say, "Sacre bleu!" Now, of course, a trio of contractors is, of course, up in arms, saying it's restrictive voted methods and it's a step back for sustainable transport. If you think about it, it's almost as if they were saying, hey, let's not let democracy get in the way of our electric scooter empire, shall we? But let's, of course, not forget the real stars of this drama, the e-scooters themselves. They've managed to rack up quite an impressive injury and fatality record. 3 deaths and 459 injuries last year alone. So it's actually quite worrying, isn't it? I mean, maybe if anything, they're auditioning for the role of Menace on Wheels, the sequel. It just makes me wonder, though, if they'll eventually be banned over here too, because as far as I'm aware, at the minute, we're in a bit of a strange situation where if you rented a public scooter, you can actually scoot along on the roads with it. But it's apparently against the law for you to do that with your privately owned one. Either way, though, from what I've heard, they're on trial till 2024, so if they were to be banned, that is probably the earliest it will happen. But anyway, the article says that a ban on self-service rental e-scooters has come into force in Paris after the people of the French capital city voted overwhelmingly against them. The move comes as a rise in the number of accidents and complaints from its citizens. Contractors Lime, Dot and Tia had a total fleet of 15,000 e-scooters scattered around the city between them, which are no longer permitted as of today. Private e-scooters are not affected by the ban, and apparently 90% of more than 103,000 Parisians who voted in April supported a ban on e-scooters. A trio of contractors criticised restricted voting methods in a joint statement after the results, saying it was a step back for sustainable transport ahead of the 2024 Paris Olympics. However, the vote was hailed as a victory for road safety campaigners who cited a rise of injuries and fatalities among users of e-scooters. 3 deaths and 459 injuries were attributed to e-scooters in Paris last year, compared to 1 fatality and 353 injuries in 2021. And on Wednesday, only 2 days before the ban began, apparently a 12-year-old girl was reportedly killed on an e-scooter after being hit by a car in the eastern suburbs of Paris. French newspaper Le Parisien reported that the scooters are described as an eyesore and a traffic menace by many disgruntled residents.